Hello and welcome. This is Sahara playing Witcher 2. And last episode, we came down here to check the these tunnels in the mines under Bergen. And we found out that when I got assaulted by the sorcerer and he had already killed me, Saskia turned into the golden dragon. Yeah, so she's a dragon. Interesting. And I promised to keep it a secret. Are we going the right direction? Yes, we are. So we need to go back up to the wall.
What happened while I was gone, Zoltan?
The fun is about to begin. Herdsman Henselt personally leads all his cattle here.
We'll win. Is that all?
We've got unexpected guests.
I
think one of them's a she. Ugly like shite after winter, but she's got tits. You should have seen our lads' faces when those eyesores entered the courtyard.
Did they say why they want to help us?
Wizard good. Wizard's foe is Troll's
the
foe.
trolls!
I met this pair. They can be of use.
Good. We want to create a land without prejudice.
When news that Henselt will personally lead the assault spread, the spirit of our lads fell into the gutter.
Tell them, Zoltan, that if they don't believe in victory, they might as well fly a white flag.
I tried, but they still looked down.
Gather the defenders, Zoltan.
In fact, last episode I was even mentioning what happened to the trolls.
Why so quiet? I thought you'd be merry. King Henselt himself will honor us with a visit.
We're all going to die.
We can't repel the attack.
Henselt is invincible.
No, he's
We
not.
won't be fighting mere minions, but their king. And the king himself will have to recognize our victory. Could a soldier dream of better than defeating a monarch? Or maybe you're afraid to fight. Maybe we should fly a white flag. It's so simple. Henselt will quickly set up his order here. Inns will be marked humans only. Dwarves will choke in the mines. Elves will perish, hunted in the forests. Lords will slaughter peasants because they didn't bow low enough. Is that the land you want to leave to your children?
No!
Never.
You're shitting bricks because Henselt is coming. Who is he? A god? No. He has arms, legs, and blood, as red as any of ours. If he dares to cross these walls, then we'll gladly spill some of it.
Yes!
Get Henselt.
Long live Saskia!
Many of you won't see the light of dawn again. Many won't return to your women or drink with friends. But we will care for and honor their graves when they enter the earth. Adurnian earth. Those who survive will live with their heads held high, for only such a life makes sense. Now, to arms and to the walls, let's show Henselt real war!
Okay. Nice rousing speech. How do I defeat the sorcerer? Alright, we gotta level up.
Take a few more headway out there!
1 point. Okay, so should I look at maybe putting it into enhanced Erd sign, ability, sign damage plus 10. Bigger plus 1. Oh, that one's already all the way up. Okay. Maybe I should be using this more. Let's do that. If I can get some of these people to fight with
Henselt will
us.
pay dearly for this siege!
Okay, so action sign and potions. Oops. What was that? Oh, I forgot I've got my bombs, but I never think about using those. Okay. I'm almost out of potions. I got a swallow, honey, and a rope. We fight already? Come on, guys. Give me a chance to take my stuff.
I'll make mincemeat of your arse!
That's nice. You can do it for multiple of them. Going on now. Oh, there you are, your bet. Yes, I like your bets. I do. I like them better than Vernon. There we go. That's going to change the tide. Yep. A death squad of freedom fighters in an uneven battle, noble in their suffering. It all depends on your point of view. I helped Ivor. I gave him my trust, Dorbeth. I joined Saskia and took the side of their bets, their new values and ideals. Time will tell if I was right. One thing is sure. Our elves are the best archers who have ever walked this earth.
Yorveth, that's what I call an entrance.
I have to admit, the squirrel has style.
Not all is lost. We need to cut off Henselt's escape.
What are you talking about? He looks as if he likes it here.
He'll change his mind. Join Yorveth and shut the main gate.
Yarpen says Deathmold's magic damaged it.
Yarpen knows fuck all about gates. Cover my arse and I'll close it.
The fate of the battle hangs on it, dwarf.
There's no bloody gate that Zoltan Chive can't close.
Really? Okay. Breakthrough to Norbeth. And where is he at? He's over there, so I have to go down the stairs. How am I going? So I have to go down the stairs and over and up. Okay. Then my potions are gonna run out. Oh. I wouldn't have thought of doing this. Thank you for showing me the shortcut.
Pull up the ladder! Yes, sir!
I was gonna say, why keep it down? Now where are we going? Over here.
Yorvith, we need to get to the main gate, now.
Admit it. You thought I wouldn't come back, Gwynblade?
You're hellishly good. We need to stop Henselt from retreating.
And then force him to try it.
There's no time to waste.
To the gate!
Am I going the right way? Oh, I need to be following Zolt. Come on, hurry up there, little. I know you got short legs. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Oh, is he doing something to it? Okay. I got another level up, did I?
Done! They're cut off like sitting ducks.
Maybe they'll surrender.
I don't think so.
Sire, your orders.
Yes, you lost, dude.
We surrender.
Yep, they boxed you in. That was a good strategy, guys. You didn't think they were smart enough, did you? You kept trying and trying and trying to take over this land.
The battle is over, King.
You won, and the victors state their terms.
You know my terms. You will relinquish Eden and sign an act of unconditional surrender in which you'll promise your troops will never cross the Pontar.
Is that all?
You'll pay war reparations and recognize the free realm of Upper Eden with Saskia of Vergen at its head.
What about me and my men? What awaits us?
Freedom. It's a great thing. Look how many of my soldiers died defending it.
How much do you want?
We'll discuss the war reparations in detail at Loch Muin before esteemed witnesses. There's one thing Saskia didn't mention.
I'm listening.
Since the dawn of time, wars were, are, and will yet be. One side wins, the other loses. But military conflict should be carried out under chivalrous rules and laws.
What's your point, sorceress?
War criminals, including Deathmold, must be punished.
I need an advisor.
War criminals must be punished.
You'll have a new advisor. Sheila de Tanzeville.
Has this witch gone mad?
It's a necessary condition.
Deathmold committed a crime and he must be punished.
Sheila is
As
a
you
betrayer.
Execute him.
Don't allow them to harass me like a dog.
You know,
You'll see how a real sorcerer dies, foolish whores!
but Sheila, this is all like the cahoots. I mean, they're all in this together to get her into his
Swear an oath and you'll walk free.
Who am I negotiating with anyway?
Philippa Eilhart and I speak with one voice.
Be wary of the sorceresses. They often forget whose perch is higher.
Yep.
Philippa is my advisor.
We await your decision, King.
See, they're
I, King Henselt, Lord of Kedwin, swear before witnesses that I will relinquish Adarian borders. I recognize Saskia of Vergen's reign in the realm of the Pontar Valley, and I swear to pay war reparations in the amount agreed upon at Loch Muin.
You're free.
Show the king the way out.
but and when the trolls we never saw the trolls even fighting.
It's time to go, Saskia.
Yes.
I don't like it.
What?
Saskia. I know her well. She's never behaved like that.
Her eyes look as if she's taken Fistak.
I assure you, she doesn't use it. Let's follow them.
I think she's being
They disappeared.
A teleport.
Let's search Eilhart's house. She was in a hurry. Maybe she left something.
Yeah, see, the sorceresses are trying to gain power. We know that. Okay, so we need to... Oh, wait, we're here at her house. Okay.
Let's take a look.
Because Sheila was behind imprisoning Triss in a figurine, right?
I've got nothing. Except for women's finery.
I think the teleporter is in here.
Yorvith, over here. I've got something.
Demons and poisons.
What is it?
A tome of potion recipes.
We've no time to read books.
Sorceresses carefully guard books like this.
Not that carefully. After all, she left it behind.
She was in a hurry.
Could this book have anything to do with the Dragon Slayer?
It may have something to do with the dragon. He doesn't know she's a... No? But didn't she say that he does know that she's a dragon? Maybe. I don't remember. I mean, how did she word it? When we asked who all knows, she kind of alluded to the fact that Yorvith knew?
Most things in this land seem to have something to do with Saskia, the dragon.
How do you know?
She told me.
Then keep your mouth shut,
Shit, yes, right, he
Gwynblade,
did
because
know.
if...
I know what will happen if they learn, Yorvith. I've found Thaumadour's recipe.
Eilhart already told us the ingredients for mage pain. How's it relevant?
Usually the recipe for an antidote is right next to the one for the poison.
I can recite it exactly. Royal blood, an immortal, a dragon's dream, and petals from a rose of remembrance.
Yet this book doesn't even mention a rose of remembrance.
I recall perfectly that Eilhart said a rose of remembrance combined with an immortal heals the mind.
What if she lied? Maybe it doesn't heal the mind, but influences it.
Yeah.
Philippa passed the flower to Saskia through a kiss, the symbol of love and perdition.
Yep.
I'm confused.
I think Philippa subjugated Saskia's mind by adding the rose to the antidote.
I do too.
I'll kill that bitch.
Philippa has magic and an obedient dragon at her command. She could have a strong influence on the conference.
But what does she want?
We can only learn that in Loch Muin.
Let's go then, Gwynblade.
Wow. Okay. Witches. They're all in cahoots. Those sorceresses are all in cahoots. Did I have another talent? Have another talent. I wish these went into Fatal Attraction, enables to hex up to 2 opponents with the Axis sign. I don't know if I want to go there, if I want to go into my swords. We can't do guard. This is riposte. I don't want to do riposte. This is footwork. Distance is covered while dodging in battle. That's not a bad one to have, but do I want to increase these? Sudden death. Or we could take this down to tough guy. Damage reduction. Yeah, let's do that. So, let's look at our journal then. So, Bergen besieged. Accompanied by Saskia, Geralt descended into the secret tunnels of the Founders. The defenders suspected that the enemy could use the corridors to launch a treacherous attack from behind. Their suspicions proved correct, for the expedition first encountered Cadwinian soldiers and then Demhold himself, led by a led by a traitor. Geralt cannot let this opportunity pass and lunged at the sorcerer, sword in hand. Yet Demhold was no fool and would not stand by idly to be sliced by the Witcher's blade. He fell back to a safe position and attacked Geralt with a spell so magnificent that our hero's vision grew dark. Defeated, the Witcher fell to the ground. The Dwarvian quarters would have been his grave if not for Saskia. The dragon slayer shifted, transforming into a dragon, and lunged at Demhold, causing him to flee. Thus, the Witcher learned Saskia's secret. Suddenly, the many vague elements of her story began to make sense. It was clear it had been made up from the start. The dragon slayer, being a dragon herself, had used the story to shape her image as a fighter for a free Pontar Valley and to hide from humans her rather inconvenient true form. The Witcher, who had miraculously survived, had little time to analyze matters in detail. He had to return to the walls and save Bergen. In the meantime, the Kewinian mounted a third assault, putting all their forces on the attack. Geralt realized the defenders won't hold for long, but he was determined to fight to the bitter end. Just as defeat loomed inevitably over the defenders, Jorveth returned to Bergen, leading reinforcements with him. The unexpected relief boistered Saskia's soldiers, and they began to cheer. Geralt was as happy as the next man, but he controlled his euphoria. He instantly realized that a great opportunity would be wasted unless he broke through to the elven leader and joined forces with them. Geralt and Zoltan reached Jorveth. Now, to trap the Kewinians in the town courtyard, they needed to close the gate. To unlock the gate mechanism, the dwarf had to lift the lever with all the strength he could muster. Yeah, that looked really cheesy how that happened. Closing the gate reversed the course of the battle. The Andarians found new strength, putting Henselt on the defensive and finally forcing him to surrender. Thus ended the war for Upper Aden. The negotiations with Henselt came to an end. The Andarian victory was sealed, yet instead of celebrating the victory, Philippa and Saskia left in a hurry without giving an explanation. If you suspect that they had reasons for such behavior, you're right. If you also think that the Witcher managed to meet them before they left Bergen, you're also correct. Geralt and Jorvath followed them. Philippia and Saskia disappeared into a portal without a word of explanation. Geralt decided to search Philippia's quarters, hoping he would find any clues. While searching her quarters, Geralt and Jorveth found a book tellingly titled Venoms and Poisons. It was dog-eared at a page describing a poison allowing one to control another's mind. This was not irrefutable evidence, but it did cause certain suspicions that had been forming in our hero's mind to sprout like the beanstalks that wrap around poles and duel, whatever. Philippi had not only feigned being the Dragonslayer's friend while treating her, she had poured her own venom into Saskia, a venom that affected her mind, not her body. In brief, the sorceress had taken control of the dragon's mind. Knowing Philippia, Geralt knew that Lady Elhart would not hesitate to use her new weapon, so the Witcher and Jorveth conferred and agreed to save Saskia. And then we had the update to the Assassins of Kings. How surprised Geralt was when he heard the terms of Henselt's capitation. The defeated king of Kidwini was to accept Sheila, the woman standing behind the assassinations of the northern monarchs, as his advisor. Henselt had no choice, and Geralt could only stand by, powerless and angry, watching the intrigue bear fruit. By all appearances, Saskia's victory was in truth a victory for Philippi and Sheila, and both sorceresses must have had plans reaching far further than the Pontar Valley. Yet Sheila did not command the Kingslayers by herself. She cooperated with Philippia Ilhart, another mistress of magic. Yes, all our suspicions were confirmed. Battlefield. Once the Witcher lifted the curse, the mist displaced, and the specters of the fallen vanished into the beyond. Bergen. Peasant militia units, knights without title or estate, and seasoned Dwarvian volunteers fought heroically side by side, forcing the Kedwinian veterans to pay for every inch of ground with their blood. Yet the hour of doom seemed nigh, the battle's outcome inevitable. That is, until Yorvith arrived with skeletile reinforcements, just in time to turn the tide. Bergen won its independence with courage, steel, and the blood of the fallen. I don't think we need to go too much more, no. Secondary, all the characters, yeah, I mean, there's going to be updates on all of them. Oh, we have to follow Yorvith. Okay. Sorry about that. Oop. Alright, so we gotta follow you, do we? Okay. Oh, there's Dandelion. Where were you
Geralt!
at?
Saskia's disappeared. People are getting riled.
Dwarves, too!
Oh, should we tell them? Saskia is bound by a spell. We should tell them the truth, yep.
Saskia's spellbound. Philippa controls her.
You're shitting me.
I knew something was up. I could feel it. She ordered Deathmold executed, no trial, just like that. A gesture from Philippa is all it took.
That bastard deserved it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Zoltan had ordered it, as vengeful as he is. But Saskia?
Where is she?
Philippa's taken her to Lochmuin. I'm going after Saskia, with Yorvith. Everything suggests those responsible for Foltest's death will be at Lochmuin.
Some still say you killed him.
I've got to stop that drivel. Don't have a choice, but you do.
The elite of the North is gathering at Lochmuin. I couldn't forgive myself if I wasn't there. It'd be a sin against art.
The art of poking your nose in others' business.
Yeah.
You'll be needed here until Saskia returns. Order must prevail. There can be no strife. The victory over Henselt was an important step, but only the first on a long road.
Him I composed could help.
Vergen will need many more songs.
I certainly hope our paths will cross again, Geralt of Rivia.
Stop dramatizing. You can be sure of that. We've got unfinished business of our own.
Huh? Oh, aye.
Let's go then, Gwynblade.
But I wanted to go through that camp area. There was that whole area that I wasn't able to get into. Well, there I go. Sheila, I'd sensed from the start that some dark mystery, and that's going too fast for me to read. Following the demise of the Council and Conclave, there was no one left to keep the mages in line. Why? What was this all about? It seemed these questions would be answered at Lochmuir? An ancient city amidst mountains, the remainders of the village of the Iros whose dust had come up from whatever. And you would be right to ask, why did you not set out of Lochmuir, Master Dandelion? Bergen was free. What is freedom without its sorceresses? It might be easily passed from hand to hand were a nation to lack. It's going too fast for me to read, I'm sorry. I remained in the Pontar Valley. That is the task fate seemed to assign me, to safeguard freedom as it whatever. Well, this is Dandelion. Who knows, I may yet prove freedoms, yet forever feeling a vast shared responsibility for the fate of the North. I dispatched to Lochmuir my faithful and capable friend, Geralt of Rivia. Have I mentioned his disdain for politics? Well, it was at Lochmuir, whatever. Went too fast. So I can't go to that place.
Even je saying?
Asira varanahede.
Me voltocht en gehedvin. Me vertruv het een bellengrek.
Visidein ib kieseret. Net en verbtene. Het en krisa. Do you know what this is?
I know.
Who it is?
Yep, it's Triss.
Triss Marigold. Until recently advisor to King Foltest. Artifact compression. A complicated spell.
Is she alive?
Her life processes are on hold. But it is reversible. Though, very difficult.
You created a portal between Lochmuin and Nilfgaard. You should manage the figurine.
Stand back. I cannot be sure how her body will react to decompression.
No pentagrams, candles, spilt blood.
It figures you know little about magic, Ambassador. It matters not.
We need her alive, Asira. Make sure her body survives decompression well.
I'll do what I can. But she will be disoriented for some time.
So why do they need Triss? To control Geralt? You just threw her into the water? But she's gonna come out, she's gonna have to breathe air, right? We were told that only the person who put her in that figurine could let her go, could reverse the spell.
What is your name? Tell me your name. Triss!
Vise getocht gedein. Vise espet eb wovret. Dartocht eb nedling derien.
So why do they need Triss, and why are they killing her?
Mehen eveneens eb turin. Me pöft en alverdeg.
Oh.
Marigold. Your name is Triss Marigold.
What was that all about? Okay.
I recognize this valley. This path leads to the city gates. We're almost there.
Harpy tracks everywhere. When were you here last?
A long time ago by your measure. King, we're wasting time.
Okay, let me look at the book, Venoms and Poisons. Most poisons are lethal to the body, yet a small group of venoms influence the mind, destroying free will. Administered regularly, such substances render their suspects susceptible to the influence and suggestions of those closest to them, making them appear as if they had no will of their own. But these poisons are very difficult to concoct, for they require very rare ingredients. In addition, their creator must summon the power in quantities far beyond those available to the everyday village witch. Impotence is caused by poisons of yet another variety, used chiefly by court plotters seeking to control the fate of dynasties and noble houses. He was made infertile. These poisons must be administered in very small doses, as in excess amounts they can topple a horse. The worst of all are delayed action venoms. Poisons of this kind may kill many years after being consumed, years during which the victim's health declines, though no sound medical reason for this can be found. Alright, so I'm probably almost out of weight, aren't I?
These mountains have witnessed the fall of two civilizations. First that of the Vrans, then of ours, the Enshe.
They may be about to witness the fall of a third. Did the elves conquer the Vrans?
No, disease
Oh, we got
did,
harpies. But
and the
anyway, this is a good time to close
Long
this
ago,
episode. So if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.
Flowers still
Sarah
bloom.
out.